Today, I found myself somewhere deep in a remote area of the California desert. To get here, I'm having to take a lonely dirt road that seemingly leads to nowhere. Why am I doing this? To pay a visit to this guy.
Yep, that's the one. Yep, the guy flipping off the camera.
Meet Daniel, one of my best childhood friends and someone I haven't seen in nearly over a decade. He's a bit of a madman, but that's why I like him. Ever since we were kids, he's lived life on his own terms. And these days, he lives his life out here on a secluded 10-acre, off-grid, DIY man cave of his own making. It's a loner's paradise, and you can pretty much do whatever the hell you want because there's really no one around to tell you otherwise. We both have busy lives these days, so it's been really hard to find the time to visit each other. Even this trip will be a short one. We only have a little under 24 hours to catch up, hang out, and see what kind of trouble we can get into. So in order to give me the full Mad Max experience, he offered to take me off-roading in his 1991 Jeep Wrangler. And of course, I said yes.
As we took off into the desert, I couldn't help but notice just how remote this location was. There's nothing but barren desert lands for miles and the occasional makeshift road. And yet still, somehow,
Sorry, Donnie.
we managed to smack into stuff. Despite being in the desert, a flash flood recently came through and absolutely wrecked the area, making the trails even worse than they already were.
Flooding in 29 Palms, California Highway 62, and other areas of town saw roads destroyed and flooded homes.
Is this a path you've taken before? Yeah, but it washed out a lot. It wasn't this bad before. It's all washed out now. Oh my God.
As I did my best to avoid whiplash, I couldn't help but think the roads aren't the only thing washed in this situation. But no good adventure comes without a challenge. So as we proceeded to drive miles into the middle of nowhere, we ran into our first problem. Out of nowhere, the Jeep started overheating like crazy. How and why did this happen? Who knows? Do we have the supplies to fix the problem? Of course not.
So do you have any regrets?
Not yet.
So despite mindless banging on the radiator and theories of replacing the missing fluid with pee, the Jeep just decided to finally cool down on its own.
What's going on now?
Got cooler.
Really?
Hey, see, I told you, cool it down.
Awesome.
You want to pee on the motor. You get it.
You know what makes me feel really stupid right now is laughing as we're stuck in the desert. We're literally stuck in the desert out here.
First world problem. Something broke. How to repair a Jeep Wrangler.
So after this whole fiasco, we're going to head into town where Daniel actually has a second property. We're going to check on his kids, fill the Jeep up with more radiator fluid, and figure out what we're going to do for the rest of the day.
I thought we were actually going to die for a second.
Yeah, thank God we weren't on those big divots around.
Hey, sweet girl. So when we were kids, we'd go out into this little town called Burbank where Daniel had a place, and we would just make all kinds of forts and just do all kinds of random weird stuff. Are you scared? I was just joking that there would be clues if he didn't give me the address that I would be able to find his house, and this tree kind of sums that up pretty well.
So we ended up getting some lunch, playing some frisbee golf,
Nice.
and, well, we didn't learn our lesson. We decided to go off-roading again.
Well, we're stuck. Oh my god. What has happened here?
Well, our wheel's not touching, so we're not no traction.
Oh my god. All right, so what do we need to do? Tie it off to that bush? Rocks, right? Rocks is the solution here?
We put some rocks in this
Yeah. So we need this to go lower. Yeah, see that? Hey, you want to?
Oh, that was good,
Put the rocks on and I'll look it up.
How'd you do that? I'm fucking the incredible Hulk a little bit. Huh? Go ahead, do that again.
1, 2, 3.
That's pretty good, dude. Well, we're on the
Should have said the solution is be a man, and I would have solved it immediately. That's gonna. This was a poorly planned adventure we're on. So now we're trying to find some makeshift situation to get some traction under the tires.
And so I was thinking, what's better for traction than a tire under the tire? Genius.
If you put, because you're gonna drive over, this is gonna work. This is gonna work. I know it doesn't look like it, but I feel like it.
So to double up on the genius ideas, we went ahead and tied off the winch to the bush and implemented this tire strategy. And believe it or not, they both failed. And of course, after recording almost everything, I missed us getting out of the hole. The rest of the trip was a little bit more chill. We hung out at the property, played with flamethrowers. The rest is probably illegal. I don't want to go to jail, so that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.